Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is intraday for Nasdaq. We're gonna see what happened and what it might happen next. So basically on the 2 hours chart here, we are in our bullish scenario, ultimate bullish scenario where we have a 1 2 and then 1 2 1 2 1 2. Again, of course, a lot of 1 2s here, but the problem is that we cannot take it as leading diagonal. It looks very ugly leading diagonal. And second, if you take it as a leading diagonal, the wave 2 is very shallow here. So meaning this belongs to this 1 2, and therefore, of course, definitely you have triple 1 2s here unfolding toward the upside. Obviously also that this is one single move toward the upside, which is your main wave 3 as 1 2 3 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5, a 4 and a 5, of course, continuation toward the upside. Currently, as we said in the live stream, that this is the highest possibility and we're still looking for higher, and this is exactly what is going on. And what it happened today, of course, we're still looking at 1 2 3 4 and potentially the wave 5 here is gonna finish even in ending diagonal, and that because anyway, preferably to take the high, meaning you have two possibilities here. Okay, it can be of course an ending diagonal, but don't forget that the wave 3 is short here. The wave 4 did not interfere with zone 1, which is a perfect impulse, meaning the wave 5 is gonna be potentially extended, and that means of course we might see a very massive wave 3 toward the upside, a 4 and a 5 to finish of course this wave 5 and 3. Today I mentioned anyway that this wave 5 and wave 3 preferably that it finishes of course at 22k 246, but of course there is no obligations of course that it tells us to take this high, but just by simply taking the high here, the all-time high, meaning of course we have passed the wave 5 test here, and yeah, we have finished potentially a wave 5 of course once we take the high. So this is what I would like to see. Basically, I prefer to see an impulse. Normally I prefer to see an impulse, and that because as I mentioned, the wave 3 is short. You would like to see an extended wave 5 and finishing, of course, is potentially that we can get this price. Now, yeah, these are the bullish scenario. The bearish scenario, of course, that you transform to something bearish, which is, of course, our scenario that it's still here as a leading diagonal, which I doubt it, guys. Yeah, I doubt it. I start to doubt it. I would like anyway to have a short wave 4. Yes, sorry, we have a short wave 4. I would like to have a longer wave 4, and this did not happen, and therefore it lowers so much the possibility, so much, and brings us of course to this possibility, which is ultimate bullish. Now let's move to the SPX as well. The SPX we have in this possibility, of course, a wave 1 2, and yeah, as a bullish. Finally. Finally, we see the SPX aligning with the Nasdaq. Well, it was expected, guys, right? We know that SPX lags, right? But it will follow Nasdaq sooner or later. So we have 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 wave 3 and then wave 4 given, meaning right now you are in 1 2 3 4 and a 5. We didn't took the invalidation, and this is what I was expecting. We are here in something very corrective. As I mentioned in the live stream, I explained so much that this is not looking as an impulse. The wave 3 is very short, the wave 5 is short. Yeah, something is corrective here going on. So we are in 1 2 3 4 and a 5 simply toward the upside. The targets for this wave 5 are simply taken from there. We're looking definitely for the 6,147 would be very likely. Yeah. Don't forget, taking the high is already more than enough, right? But yeah, nobody knows. We might get, of course, 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Maybe the wave 5 gets extended, but it doesn't look so just by looking at the 1 2 3 4 and a 5. It might take the high. SPX is not so volatile as Nasdaq, so we might take the high in few dollars. Okay, so this is for the wave 5. It's not necessarily again to hit the blue box. I would like to make sure that we are aligned with this. Yeah. And of course, we're looking after it for a wave 4 and a 5. Yeah, so basically everything working perfect, right? Everything works perfectly right now. Nothing to complain about. Always looks very nice, and yeah, working exactly as expected. Nothing to complain. With this scenario, okay, I'm not in this scenario, I'm in this one exactly. Yep. All right, guys. So that was it for Nasdaq and SPX. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.